Hello, and welcome to this timeless reading meant to find you when it does, with a message for you. Ooh, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Vessels. Oh my gosh, my dear, this is literally what I heard immediately was your dreams are coming true. There is something that is coming to be as the Wheel of Fortune keeps turning, the action, the reaction, things have been happening, and now some dream of yours is coming true. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I want to find out what it is. Can we know? I mean, I can already tell you this is something majorly important to you in terms of your heart space, because you have the cups come up. So this is your emotions, your feelings. And you have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps a little bit. And I hope it's not too loud, my dudes. Someone is making a lot of noise and it's annoying, but what can you do? It is what it is. The 10 of Pentacles is reaching material bliss. So this often looks like a house, reaching some sort of a threshold in regards to the material world. So maybe you are finally able to build yourself a house or forge yourself a house in this economy. Congratulations, a miracle has already happened if that's the case. But you have definitely here reaching some sort of a goal when it comes to family, home. I'm getting the earth signs come up. So Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So can we know more? This is so exciting. Actually. Can we know when this is happening? I'm going to be very blunt and ask if we can have some timing. Take obviously this with a grain of salt. When it comes to timing, for me personally, when I read, I would always argue time doesn't exist. And for things to come to be, it is very much to do with the alignment of certain situations, the things behind the scenes, the Wheel of Fortune that keeps turning, right? So when we are reading on timing, this is us looking into how the water, the streams of existence are looking as of right now. Where are the currents right now taking us? It can always shift. So again, take it with a grain of salt and we'll see. Can we have some timing on this? Oh, the sun, my dear. So the sun, I think, speaks very clearly on some sort of a summertime potentially happening. So if you're watching it as it comes out, it might be right now kind of happening for you if this is for you summer. If it is not summer for you, then the next time that there is a lot of sunshine out, but it doesn't have to be, my dear. The sun card, more than it just speaking on the planet of the sun, the sun is not a planet, the sun is a star. Anyway, this is about you having fun and you being in this inner childlike state of yours, like a little kid who's just very excited to explore. And you don't need much as a little child to enjoy yourself, right? You could go out into nature and you'll be completely enthralled for the rest of the day, just being able to explore and see things, you know. So what I'm getting here though, in terms of timing, I think this is for you. Is this going to happen when you are in a place and time where you are having fun, where you are excited, you are, you know, really enjoying yourself? So it could be that you're going to something that brings you a lot of joy. Maybe you're going to a concert. I just went to a really, really good concert. That's probably one of the best concerts I've been in years now. It was so fun, just dancing the whole way through. And yeah, I don't know, maybe this is something that is coming up for you as well. And we have a rhyme, and I trust the rhymes. They always are here for a reason. So maybe you want to go out dancing, maybe you want to go have some fun, go out and about with your friends, tap into this inner kid of yours. And that's when this kind of wish is going to come true into your life. What I'm getting here, you could be meeting someone as well, right? You could be meeting a person that is somewhat related to your wish. Yeah. Okay, what else? The Five of Pentacles, the Five of Vessels, that is the card of heartbreak. So a lot of pain, a lot of spilled cups. But what I'm hearing is don't cry over spilled milk. You know, when milk is when it's been spilled, there is nothing more you can do about it but move on and find a solution from where you are standing now and taking a different approach from where you are now in that place and time, right? So can we know more actually? Because I think the contrast is quite intense. You have the sun come out speaking on joy, on fun, on happiness, pure happiness, and then you have here this like empty cups where the sun is almost, you got all the cups, you're super happy, and then someone comes and like just kicks all your cups, and then you lose everything and you're really sad. Maybe some of you can relate. Maybe that's why this has been a dream that you've been working towards that has had a lot of obstacles in the way. Can we know anything else about what is coming in? Anything in actually, can we just know anything about this? Anything else we need to know when it comes to this? The Four of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. With the 5 here and here the 4. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like this is kind of being a bit of a reminder for you to make sure that you don't get stuck to where you are, stuck to your comfort zone. Because the 4 of Pentacles is someone who's in a way in the material world holding on to that which they have and finding a lot of safety in that which they have and they can keep by their side. This can translate in becoming greedy because the fear is not being looked at, the fear is not being worked through. So you hold on to that which you have. And this can also be very much your comfort zone, right? You are being reminded to step out of your comfort zone. Don't get enthralled back into that which you know, because you know that it is only going to give you for so long or do so much for you. The 4 of Pentacles, he can hold on to that which he has, but by the fear of losing, he's never actually taking the opportunities that could give back, right? You have to be courageous to be able to take those steps out of that which you do not know or out into the unknown. Okay, we're going to finish your reading, my dear, with what? With a memory. With a memory. Oh, okay. What memory are we talking about? Are we going to get a story? Yes. Okay. Tell us a memory that might be relevant for the collective that they should hear about right now. Memory of theirs. Wow. And do you know where the card fell? Before I even look at it, the card fell on the Wheel of Fortune. The law of the universe of action and reaction. Things happening as they have to in the steps that they need to get to the place that you want to get to. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. Reaching more of this stability in your life. Specifically materializing a life for yourself. A life where you take on the role of having a lot so you can give a lot as well. The Queen of Pentacles has plenty. You see the harvest of all the grapes in the back. So much. There's so much to give, so much to spread, so much joy as well. But this is a memory. So there might be someone in your past, potentially a female figure, doesn't have to be. But I'm getting kind of grandma vibes, you know? But someone who had, whether they had a lot or they didn't, but they always had enough to give. And that was such an inspiration to you. And that it kind of set you off on a path in some way of getting to that place yourself. So you can give back. With the particular deck here, you see all of these cards look like they're splintered, like they fell. Kind of like the church windows that you see. What I'm getting here is as well, for some of you, if there was the absence, a broken version of this in your life, then still the idealization, the archetype of the Queen of Pentacles was still the guiding light. It still shaped you into what is happening now and into who you are now. Also braiding, because I'm looking at the lady and the hair, so that's some sort of braiding. Maybe you spend time braiding each other's hair, or you got your hair braided, if that's something that would happen. Anything else about the memory that we can know? Yes. Oh, wow. And I don't really read these in reverse. Let me see. But these two, I'm going to take into account that they did come out slightly in reverse. You have here the Page of Swords. So a messenger of some sort, potentially. Someone who was trying to maybe win an argument with logic rather than the emotional part of it. And this is kind of in a wasteland when it is this dry. And I'm getting very dry communication, dry humor. It lacks the water. You see, it dries up. So the water being your emotions, the being a bit more caring, loving, maybe because there is more of a dry humor, dry side to this person. But I don't think this is a negative thing. It's just like kind of the best what they knew, because the page, again, is early on in their development. They're still young, so they still have lessons to learn. They still have to go through things. With the Eight of Pentacles, and here it looks like you have someone who is blowing a very big pipe there, making bubbles. Oh, that's nice. They're making little bubbles. So this is someone who's working on their craft, mastering their craft, working very hard in the material world. So trying to put in the effort, maybe someone who was very work focused, so more doing a lot of work, more in the practical space. Yeah, but the concept of sacrifice was very prevalent, I think, because you have the Hanged Man here. You saw someone sacrifice something within them, for them, in the effort to help those around them. So this is something that comes inherently, for example, in the role of a parent towards a child. There is a sacrifice that comes inherently in the contract of having a child, right? You have to sacrifice whatever is necessary for your child. For now you are responsible for this human being and for putting this human onto this plane. How do you handle it? What do you do with it? Can be also very heavy energy, so maybe there is a fear in regards to that as well, because of the responsibility, the amount of responsibility that you find yourself having to adhere to in a way. Okay, my dear, we're going to finish it, and I'm sorry if this was a loud one. They've been, and I think you can see, but they've been like cutting down the forest. If you don't know, there was a big storm that destroyed a lot of this forest. So they've been recently trying to cut out all of the trees now that were broken, and there's still a bunch. But yeah, I mean, where I am right now, I couldn't access because there were so many broken trees and they already cut everything down, which is also quite sad to think about. Okay, but we're going to finish your reading, dear, with some last things for the collective to take with them as they step into a time of their life where dreams are coming true, my dear. And there's so much joy. Remember the sun, there's so much joy. Oh, and you are getting to be privy to the duality of life. So, and I was looking at the Five of Cups and the Sun. So the card of the deep pain in comparison to the happiness, you are getting to enjoy the full spectrum of the human experience. How beautiful. Because think about it this way, if things have been really, really difficult in your life, the comparison to the happiness coming, it can only mean the happiness will be equally as big. It is all relative to your own perception, but it always balances itself out. There was a message on balance, very specific message in the last video, so you might want to check that out. And here you have desire. Your desire is being planted into the roots, getting a root system. You see the lettuce here. I don't know how much you know about lettuce, but you can actually grow lettuce and then keep taking from it without actually taking it out of the ground. So you continue to receive from the same plant rather than chopping off the whole head, right? Obviously you can't do it forever because eventually it gets bitter and gets harder, but still it's kind of like you are the things that you have planted have now rooted to a place and to a point where you're able to receive from it. You're able to achieve your desires in a way or another. Beautiful. My dear, let me know what this is about. I would love to hear. And take care of yourself. Hopefully, I'll see you here very soon. Bye-bye.